We want to hear what Nick Wright and Chris Carter have to say about the Indiana Pacers blowing out the Cleveland Cavaliers in game one.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to First Things First. I'm Jenna Wolf. That's the Hall of Famer, Chris Carter. Like he is every day, this is Nick Wright. Happy Monday, everyone. How's everybody's weekend?
It's great. I was in Houston. Little anniversary, little basketball.
Happy a little belated anniversary. I saw some of your fine social media posts. You look like a very happy couple.
It's a good time back in the place we lived for a while and got to see the team that looks like the best basketball team in the world.
You guys look amazing today.
We are very well coordinated.
Danielle got us going today on a Monday.
And
Yeah.
CC, though, you're wearing...
Nick Wright, I don't know if Houston was looking like the best basketball team in the world. They struggled against Minnesota Timberwolves, an 8 seed. They won by 3 because Minnesota played dumb basketball down the stretch, and they played dumb basketball the whole game. If they'd have gave Klay Anthony Towns the touches, if they'd have gave Klay Anthony Towns the shots that he should have had, I believe Minnesota probably could have stole game one. James Harden, he went off for 44, and they still only won by 3.
A black suit. Why?
Oh, the funeral.
Oh, it's a funeral.
Yes.
You're in mourning
For
for
whom?
The Cavs.
Oh, a funeral for the
king of the
Cavs.
What else you wear a black suit?
Oh, that's a...
One thing I seen about in that Cavs Indiana Pacers game, the Pacers were fast and quicker than the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers looked old. They looked like a team. To me, I know it's not the same team that went to the finals the last 3 years, but LeBron, J.R. Smith, Kevin Love, they all look slow. I mean, they have been in the playoffs, deep in the playoffs the last 3-4 years, and LeBron James has been to the finals the last 8 years. What was glaring to me is when a loose ball went down on the ground, I seen LeBron James could have went down and went to go get it. He did not. He barely even bent down to get it. And that showed me right there that the Indiana Pacers are hungry and they really want to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I didn't know. I didn't know if it was a wake, a funeral, if we were
or
just
a bar mitzvah.
bar mitzvah. Yeah.
Could
I
be.
do that. I'm available.
Oh, certified.
For,
Yes.
for what?
You are-
For
yeah, yes.
entertainment?
Bar
Absolutely.
mitzvahs, yes, marriages and funerals.
Instead, you've decided you're
We
wearing
throw
black
some
today
dirt.
for we don't do that at bar mitzvah. LeBron James. So game one of round one of the NBA playoffs
Let's
is
go.
in the books. Biggest takeaway, besides the fact that I was able to watch 300 uninterrupted hours of basketball this weekend, the takeaway, LeBron James. Cavs and Pacers, and despite a triple-double from LeBron, the Pacers flew the doors off of Cleveland.
And I'm so sick of people talking about LeBron James triple doubles. Like, forget about his triple doubles. The team lost by 18 points, and you talking about his triple doubles. The triple double, look, that's a more of a usage stat than anything. You got, yes, to get a triple double, you got to have the ball in your hand a lot. So what that's telling me is LeBron James got the ball in his hands too much. The ball is not. No one is able to do anything with the ball except him. They doing a lot of standing around.
Cleveland, 98-80. Victor Oladipo with a game-high 32 points. It was LeBron's.
Yeah, Victor Oladipo was tremendous in the game. What he did was he counseled out LeBron James because in order to beat the Cavs, someone has to counsel out LeBron James. That's what I was worried about. I didn't think. I know Victor Oladipo had a good year, but I didn't think he was good enough to counsel out LeBron James in a series. And you have to pick LeBron because the last 7 years he's been to the finals and no one has beat him in 4 games. But in this game one, Victor Oladipo did counsel out LeBron James, and it came down to the rest of his team, and the rest of his team didn't get the job done.
First loss in round one in almost 6 years. The Cavs' first round one loss in 8 years. And LeBron's first playoff opening loss ever. So, LeBron James, are you worried?
I've always stated even kill with the postseason. It's just, I'm down 0-1 in the first round. I'm 3-5, so I'm the last guy to ask about how you gonna feel the next couple of days.
It's a good answer, and he's right. CC, what do you think went wrong really for Cleveland yesterday?
Well, first tip.
I'm gonna tell you what went wrong. The Pacers were faster and quicker to the ball. The Pacers played with a high pace. See, one thing about the Cavs, LeBron James tries to play a young game. He wants to run up and down. The Pacers is a team that they have young legs, young players, and plus they're hungry. They can run all day. LeBron James, J.R. Smith, Kevin Love, those guys cannot run like that. Those guys have a lot of miles on their legs. Like I said, they've been to the finals the last 3 years, 3-4 years or whatever, 3 years. and a lot of wear and tear on the body. LeBron James looked like he was tired by the second quarter. They call him the Black Panther. They call him this mythical, superhero. But superheroes are superheroes in movies for a reason. LeBron James is not a superhero. He's a human. So let's stop with the Black Panther stuff.
Cleveland didn't have a plan B. When their three-point shots were not going, they didn't have an answer. And, this is what we saw during the regular season. We saw a team that's not very...
That was a good observation by Chris Carter. What I've been saying for a while, Cleveland Cavaliers does not have a plan B. Plan A is to have LeBron James have the ball all game, mostly all the whole game, and look for three-point shooters or get in the lane. When the three-point shot is not falling, guess what Cleveland does? They keep shooting the three. When the three-point shot doesn't fall in plan B, guess what they do for plan C? Keep shooting threes.
Very athletic. A team that does not rebound the basketball well.
I don't understand why LeBron James do not get in the post. Why is he in his, this like 16th year? Why is this man not in the post more often in games? People always say, oh, he better than Jordan. Jordan had a post-up game later in his career. He understood that my physical gifts are are eroding. And I'm not like I was when I was 25. Despite how they say LeBron James in this amazing shape, he's getting old, and I can see the wear and tear on his body. Every time he tried to drive past someone, instead of going past them, he always has to push off. That shows to me that he lost a step, at least a half a step. And that tells me a player is getting older when you have to push off every time you try to drive past someone.
A team that's not very good on the defensive end, and then also the injuries. I mean, are they healthy? Like, how healthy is Kyle Korver right now? How healthy is George Hill? How healthy is Rodney Hood? Because to me, what I saw for 4 quarters was what I've been seeing for, 40 games, 30 games? I could say 82 games, but the cast and characters, they changed a couple of times. But this was a Cleveland team that I saw during the season. This was the reason why I said, I'm not overreacting. I said Cleveland was not a championship team. You could see that in round number 1.
I'm not going to overreact in game 1, but it's a lot of telltale signs in this game 1 that Cleveland Cavaliers could get knocked off in this first round. But we have to see how the Pacers come out. Hopefully they don't come out, thinking that they got Cleveland on the ropes. And hopefully they come out with the same intensity and play the same way they played in game 1. Cleveland is not a good defensive team. They're not a good. Earl Watson, he pointed it out a couple days ago. I was looking at Undisputed. They are not a good transition team neither.